Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharia. I am a licensed. It's been so long, I don't even remember what to say. What did I used to say? Happy New Year. Hello, budgeting family and friends. My name is Sharia. This is the Sharia Mac channel where I am documenting our six-figure debt-free journey as an entrepreneurial licensed clinical social worker, along with my husband, who is a maintenance supervisor. We started our journey in October of 2023 with $305,884 worth of debt, and we are documenting and sharing our journey with you guys here in the form of monthly budgets, weekly budgets, debt updates, and I do a little bit of Transfer Tuesdays. I sprinkle in some net worth updates, and I also, on occasions, share the income that I was able to earn in my private practice. If that sounds like something you are interested in, then be sure to click the subscribe button so that you guys do not miss an upload. I do try to at least upload weekly, although I have been MIA for a few weeks. 2024 is behind us. We are in 2025, and I have the word for 2025, or my word for 2025 is bold. So I started off with this cut and this color, and I am just doing bold. For me means that I am taking all of the bold moves that are required to get me exactly where I feel like I want to be, to get me living my dream life, which includes debt freedom. So I am here to bring you guys along, and I plan to give you more behind the scenes of my day-to-day, although I do share more of that over on Instagram as well as on TikTok. So if you are not following me over there, please be sure to follow me there as well. Today, I have a huge announcement. My budgeting tracker or budgeting template is available, and we will start by setting up the 2025 McCullough budget. So let's get right into it. Okay, so what I have on the screen is what I call the deluxe budgeting template in green. I am going to make a copy, and then I am going to name this the McCullough, the Mac 25 budget. So now that we are in my budgeting template, which should come up soon, we are going to start to enter all of the details and get this thing filled in. So for income, we have one, and you see me looking at the other over to the screen so that I can transfer the information from the template I was using last year. Then I want to also include, because I am doing wishful thinking, well, first wheels, side hustle, income. Then we have our rental income. Then I want to do my YouTube income, my TikTok income, and my budgeting template income, as well as my budget coaching income. which are 2 new things that I am starting in 2025, as if I have any more room on my plate. Then we go over to the bills. Then over to expenses, we have so those are all of the categories that would, I guess, take money. Well, the income would be income. Bills are household. These are just household things. Although our mortgage, we do owe a balance on our mortgage, and that is something that we include in our debt numbers. That's a bill. So I don't include it as debt. Or I shouldn't. I will once we are focused on paying that off. So we move down to the sinking funds, and the sinking funds that we want to save for this year. Some of them are the same, but we have our home project fund, and the goal is to save $3,000. And so far we have $68. And that will start January the 1st, and it will go until December 31st. So we'll be doing home projects all through the year, but we only want them to total $3,000. And so what this does is it breaks it down into how much we need to save monthly. And because we budget weekly, I will then break it down into weeks. The next one is Williams Barber School, and that is my son's barber school. And we need to save $1,800 to finish paying that off. We currently have $1,330. Oh, you have to minus 25 because you have to. So $1,305. And that is from January the 1st. And he wants to be finished by February 1st. So we need to save $495. So we have to save $495 this month. Next we have my son's. We save his college fund, and we want to save $1,500 this year, and we currently have $20. We have $39, I believe. I'm gonna just say we have $0, and that started in January, and that will run until December. Maybe I can just put it in here. Can I just put? So we have to save $136.36 a month, and then Christmas 25. We are saving $3,000, and we currently have in our holiday fund. We currently have $240. And that is that actually starts January. And then that is distributed. It's distributed October 31st, but we continue to save, just put the money in the account that they distributed into up until January 25th. So we have to save $250.91 per month. Then we have my high yield savings account. Which I would like to get that up to $22,000 this year, and I currently have, that is not right, $17,649.66. Same time frame. Then we have my husband's savings account. And he would like to save $2,500. He currently has $0. He probably has something, but I don't know what it is. So we're gonna go here. And then my M1. And I'm just gonna say $240. I'm gonna say $250. And I currently have $10. And again, that started January 1st and it is going to go to the 31st. Now, M1 Finance now charges you a monthly rate until you have at least $10,000. It's $3 a month, I believe. So I just let that sit in there. So it breaks down. This is our starting. What we currently have to start with is $19,272.66. I shared this in a short. The goal is to save $34,050 for 2025, and that will compute to $1,793.39 per month. Then we go over to debt. And we are starting fresh January 2025. We are using the Avalanche method, and we have about $4,000 to apply to extra principal payments. So I still include the credit cards, even though we are credit card debt free technically, because we still use credit cards. We just pay them off at the end of the month. We still keep the minimum payment for the credit card in our budget to snowball into other debts. And that is $0, and the minimum payment is $43.60. The interest is, I want to say it's 28.99. And then next we have Amazon. That amount is $0. That payment is $40, and that is at $26.49. Then we have Wheels Platinum. What in the world? Platinum Amex. That is at that has a minimum payment of $40, and that has an interest payment of $27.42. Then we have that is sitting at $921.04. And this was actually an accident because I had to pay the person who helped me to develop my budget, and I thought I paid it on my business Amex, but I paid it on my personal Amex, and so that's why that balance is like that. Then we have Capital One. I think it's VR or VX. It's the Venture card, and that has a $0 balance and a $25 minimum payment, and I don't know what the interest is on that. Then Ulta has a $0 balance with a $30 payment, and I think that is $28.99. $0 balance, $50 payment, and that is at 12%. Then we have My Hilton Amex, just sitting at $854.40. Oh my goodness. And that is a $40 payment, and that is sitting at $29.99. Sam's Club is one of the cards that we use every single month. We use it for our gas as well as like to stockpile, not necessarily stockpile, but to buy stuff for the month. That has a 29.99 interest rate. It is also one of the ones that we pay off at the end of the month. So what you'll see is you'll see $300, whatever the monthly amount ended up being, we will break it down into weekly installments. Then we have Best Buy. That is sitting at $0. The minimum payment is $29. And that has a 29.99% interest rate. My battery is getting ready to die. PayPal is in at 2258.71. The minimum payment is $30. And that has 29.99. Then my husband has a PayPal just sitting at 103.16, and his payment is $45. Then we have Citi Cards, which has a zero balance, but the payment was $50 and $49.41. People always ask me, what is a HELOC? It is a home equity line of credit. 424. Whew, and then these student loans. So student loan 1 is sitting at 161.96. I'm sure interest is accruing daily, so the balance is always going up. 46.31. Also don't have any payments on it right now, and that is 6.55. Student loan 2 is 12,027.79. That minimum payment is $34.45, and that is 6.55. No, yes. Then we have student loan 3 is 16,806. Oh, yes, 43. And that minimum payment is $52.45 at 6.63. $8, 506.29, $24.35 at 6.63. $8,066 2309 at 2307, and that is 6.63. $387.02, 78.60, 5.225, and the big one is 34,215.28, and that is 95.15, and that is 5.25. Then we have Amazon Chase is sitting at $195.98. The minimum payment is $35, and that's at 29.99. And then we have Home Depot. And that is sitting $38.84 with a which I don't even know what the minimum payment is. Let's see. The minimum payment up here was $3.39. So I'm gonna just say $30, and the interest rate right now is 0. So right now we are in $176,662.37 worth of debt with minimum payments, minimum monthly payments of $2,077.05. But I do want to go back and add my mortgage because we do include that in our debt number. And we currently owe $72,517.63. The minimum payment is $1,330, and the interest rate is 2.63. So that brings our current debt to $249,180. Is this right? Wow. Considering January 2024, we were in $297,716.43. This is amazing. That means we have paid off $297. Well, let me start back. $305,884. And we're currently at $249,180. That means we have paid off $56,704 of debt from October 2023 to January 2025. So that means we are headed in the right direction, and that is exciting. So now that we have my debt, the start tab filled out, we have the diary where you would log all of your transactions, and then these transactions will show up here in your budget. The information from the top of the start screen does translate over. So you'll see where our income is here, our savings are here, our bills are here, our expenses are here, and our debt is here. And this is on the budgeting tab. If you budget monthly, you would, well, what I do, because I budget monthly and then I also budget weekly according to our pay periods, I make a copy and then I'll, rename it January 2025 monthly budget or whatever, and then I make another copy and it'll be January week 1, 2, 3, etc. And then for the debt, all of the information will transfer over here for the debt. And So let's not focus on this page. I will have to get that corrected and see what is going on with that before I do start. I'm not glad that nobody has purchased it yet, but I'm glad that I discovered this before the purchases start to roll in. I do need to get that fixed immediately. So let me make a note of that. So then, it also has the calendar view. So I do go in I make a copy of the calendar. And so you'll see over here, January's calendar. And if there are any days off, if there are like, any homeschool days that school is closed, I know I need to prepare for 3 meals in the budget as opposed to breakfast and dinner. I will include that, make notes of that here. You also have the option to apply or enter a monthly goal. Mine's for January is to save $5,000 towards my car principal. I have since changed that though. I really just want to get my car under 32,000. And it can be, I want to get it under, 30,000. It can be $29,999 as long as it's under 30,000 come February 1st. And then you can enter multiple goals if you wanted to, I think, or maybe not. Well, you'd have to put commas, not necessarily, and then all of that, these are all the paydays. You go in and you enter every single payday, which I've already done. And as the bills get paid, you just mark them off. So this got paid, this got paid, this got paid. Of course, Farm Bureau was paid already. And now we are it's time to pay Amazon Chase, so I'm gonna go ahead and pay that as soon as I finish this video. Then from there, I created the monthly budget and week 1 and week 2, which you will see in separate videos. So this is my budgeting template. I really like this tab because before in the template that I was using that I purchased, it was all at the top of the budget. But here you can go in and you can break it down by category. So from January 2nd to January 8th, which was the first week's budget, this tells you all of the money that I spent. I can even go in by date and be like, okay, you can categorize it by date or categorize it by the highest amount. And then this are the percentages, which I always like to share. So week 1, 53.3% of our income went towards debt, blah, 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 blah. And then this is all the spending categories. It is broken down in percentages as well. So I really like this tab. We decided to separate it out in the weekly budget. And then, of course, we have the debt tab. The debt tab right now is not functioning the way it's supposed to. So I am going to get back with the person who created the formulas and let them know that this is happening. And yeah, that is it. So I am looking forward to tracking my expenses and being able to meet our financial goals for 2025 in this budget. Now, our goal is pretty audacious considering that we only paid $56,000. I say only in comparison to what we want to pay in 2025, but $56,000, it wasn't necessarily 56 in 2024. Let me see what it was. 297,716 minus. Oh, well, look, now it's a huge difference, okay? Minus 262,762 $34,000. So we were able to pay $34,954 in 2024. But in 2025, our goal is to pay $70,841 in debt. And that includes paying off my car, paying off the HELOC, and paying off my smallest student loan, which at the time was $8,117.80. So that is our goal for 2025, excuse me. And then 2026, if we are able to accomplish that, we would still have well over a little less than $100,000, I would think. 762 minus 70,841. We would still have $191,000 of debt, which is discouraging. But again, if we take our mortgage out, then that eliminates a lot of that. I have a lash hanging or something. So those are our goals, our financial goals for 2025. This is my budget template. It will be linked in the description box below. It is after the 15th. It will go back to $14.99. And that was really just to give people a heads up, or, because I know the holidays have just come around. Also, if you are new to budgeting and you are feeling overwhelmed despite watching all of the videos, now I do want to absolutely say, because although I am trying to make money to go towards my debt freedom journey, I remember first trying to get out of debt and feeling like, what sense does it make for me to buy something to help me get out of debt? I can't manage the money that I already have. So it is not necessary to have a budget template to budget, but it does make it simple and it makes it neat. And for me, to be completely transparent, I budgeted originally in my planner. Like every time I got paid, I just wrote out all my bills, subtracted it from how much my check was, and then with whatever was left, I divvied into gas and groceries and things like that. So is it necessary to have a template? No, it's not. Is it going to be beneficial to have the template? Probably. I'm not going to say more beneficial than not, but probably. And then it's also available, because it's a Google Sheet, it's available on your phone. So you buy something at the grocery store, you're sitting in the Starbucks parking lot, and you just go in and you log your transactions in your phone. But this template will be available in my Stan Store. My Stan Store will be linked below. And what I was originally going to say was, there is a free budgeting guide if you are feeling overwhelmed and don't know where to start when it comes to budgeting your finances. And that is also available for instant download in my Stan Store. So if you have watched thus far, I really appreciate it. I really want to know, are your Christmas decorations still up? Because mine are. I plan on taking them down this weekend. It's supposed to snow in North Carolina. And if you are familiar, anytime we get snow in the South, it completely shuts everything down. So we probably will not be leaving the house. And I plan to utilize that time to take down my Christmas decorations and store them neatly in the attic. So comment down below if you want your Christmas tree. Put a Christmas tree in the comments if your Christmas tree is still up. And then 2, what are your financial goals for 2025? I would love to read and interact and engage with you guys in the comments. Now, again, if you do want some behind the scenes, some more day-to-day glimpses into my life, be sure to follow me over on Instagram. It is Sharia Mac in Debt. TikTok is Sharia Mac in Debt as well as my personal. On my personal Instagram, I'm really just documenting my hair journey. But if you want to see that, then go ahead and follow me over there. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so very much for watching. Again, Happy New Year, Happy 2025, and bye for now.